Brushes for the new boy. Good boy. So I'm straight out solo hacking on Marley, the new boy. He only arrived 2 hours ago. He's been in his stable, had a bit of hay, had a drink, had a little bit of rest, and I thought, do you know what, before I turn him out, I'm just going to go hacking, because I know his type is so hard to find, and there'll be lots of you asking me for info and videos and etc, so why not do it this way? Not sure I've got the perfect fit saddle on him, to be fair. I've got the narrower cob saddle, and he's definitely will be the wider cob saddle, so we're not going to do too much for that kit for that reason. I don't want to be sliding round under his belly, wouldn't be a good start, but yeah, I just thought, why not, let's go. I mean, how many horses turn up when within 2 hours you just get out and get hacking? So I've just got to have a stirrup and girth adjustment, and I'll pick up this video a little bit further along. Okay, so all done. He definitely breathes out, the little monkey. The girth went up about 3 holes. So this is us out on a steady Sunday afternoon stroll. Let him stretch his legs, let him see where he is, and do you know what, there's nothing better than a nice little Sunday hack, so why not? It's not something that I would normally advise, just getting straight on and going out hacking on your own, but you know, the type he is, that's what you guys would want from a horse. So I know he's a horse and he's allowed to have a look round and allowed for his time to settle and all the rest of it, but you kind of just know when they're settled, you know, you just get an idea. And to be fair, he's not bothered in the slightest. He loaded perfect, travelled like an absolute saint, travelled on his own, unloaded perfectly, stood there grazing whilst I was just talking to the transporter. Then he's been in his stable, as I say, he's had a bite to eat and a drink and a little rest, and you wouldn't know that he's not been here forever. He is a true heavyweight stocky cob, who is a lovely size, lovely stamp. Tried to take a little bit of a video of me brushing him, but to be honest, as soon as I started to brush him, he just loved it. He just kept coming towards me so I could brush him some more. So he's lovely. I'm going to give him a good bath because he's quite greasy, so he probably needs a good bath. So yeah, I shall do that when we're back, or I might just let him settle in the field and then do that with him tomorrow. But either way, he'll have a nice bath. He's got so much maying, you can't kind of get the gist of it from up here, but yeah, he's definitely got a lot of maying, that's for sure. But as I say, we're just going to go out for a steady stroll out because it is nice for me to be able to get the information over to you guys as soon as possible. And tomorrow I am out and about and not here, so it would be leaving you guys in suspense. So yeah, the sooner the better. So I shall continue throughout the ride, bring you little clips as always and the info, and yeah, I'll hopefully enjoy a nice little ride. So we're out on the lane now, and as I say, it's a Sunday, so it's going to be quiet. Oh, just bear with one sec. But throughout the week you will see him in traffic, as I do with all hours. But do you know what, he's so comfortable. You can obviously see my rain contact. Don't have a look that I've got no nail on my thumb. They are actually my nails, by the way, guys. It's just I actually ripped that one off, so it's just regrowing. But yeah, that's horses for you, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I think it's not very often I do these videos from on top anymore, and I appreciate you can't see the horse, but it gives you a good idea of if you were on them. And as I say, bearing in mind he's been here 2 hours and we're straight out on our own, and you know, yeah, we're not gonna do anything amazing. We are literally just going to stroll out, but you know, he's gone straight out on his own. Absolutely no encouragement, to be fair, from me. I am literally sitting there. I'm not doing anything. I'm not steering. I'm not having to encourage him. I'm not having to reassure him, which I should do, really. Good boy. I should do, to be fair. But yeah, his little ears are pricked forward, bless him. And so I'm really pleased that I chose to come out for a ride, because it was clearly a good choice. And because he's very happy, and I think he's thoroughly enjoying himself, even if it is just a stroll. And he is quite wide, but he's not sort of too wide that you feel like you're doing the splits, guys. He's not at all. In fact, there you go, first car. In fact, he's really comfortable to sit on. You feel like you've got enough in front of you as well. And do you know what, he's going to be a funny one on size, because you'll see his photos and videos from on the floor anyway, which I'll post those. And if you're watching these and you haven't seen anything of him of him on the floor, just give me a message and I'll send them. And you will see another. Thank you. I mean, you can get the gist, can't you, guys? You can get the gist. He's good in his traffic and whatever. But yeah, he's a real tank. Like, he really is well built. And when I'm sitting on him, if I was to sit on him now, and I would say he'd be 14.3. He's not 14.3, guys. He's smaller. But the point I'm making is he rides quite big. What I'll probably do at some point this week is pop Kyle on him. Now obviously Kyle's too tall on the smaller ones anyway. Got an ambulance with the flashing lights. Not a bother at all. Come on, let's wander down here actually, mate. Literally, he's just going. I actually just neck reined him over, and it's like, okay, no problem. Honestly, I'm not even having to put leg on. He's just taking me. Oh, I just love him already. It's not, like I say, it's not very often you'll see me ride these, but oh, the damn fly is awful. But he is lovely to ride. If I was going to choose one to just go on a leisurely hack on, listen, I've only been on him, 5-10 minutes, but it's going to be him. That's the wheelie bins. He's really, really nice. I just feel like I can't move though, because the saddle is literally perched on top, and stupid me has put a poly pad on, which has probably made it worse. Well, it's definitely made it worse. So I literally feel like I could go round his belly at any time. It's a good job he's good. It definitely is. So yeah, size wise, you're going to say he's probably 14.1. But I've ridden 14.3s that feel a lot smaller than him, if that kind of makes sense. He is, I've put him that he's, as I say, he's heavyweight, and that he's a hacking cob, because that is what his owner has told me he loves to do. She is only parting with him because she wants something taller, nothing to do with him. She's ready for something now that's bigger, and as I say, nothing to do with him as a horse. She hacks him on his own. You know, she does everything with him herself, and he's very good. Loads him up and takes him places, and he's a very good boy. You know, he'd be cracking on your fun rides, guys. We're going downhill now, and he's just taking his time, bless him. but he feels sort of very sure-footed, very good on the stones as well. He's barefoot and he's taking these stones no problem, so that's a big saving, isn't it? So as I was saying, you know, hacking is what she says he loves, and judging by what we know so far, hacking is definitely what he loves. So, you know, to find these hacking cobs like him that's safe but enjoyable to ride and that'll go out on their own with no fuss. I mean, I always say on these hacks that it's fine if they want to have a good neigh and call out. It's perfectly acceptable, especially of a new one, perfectly acceptable. I don't mind that at all, as long as obviously they don't do anything. Then calling out is not a problem. He's not even calling out. He's clearly very confident with this. Thanks. Thank you. Oh. No, we're going down that way. I'm just trying to neck rein the right way. That's it. Sorry guys, Kyle just called me. I'm supposed to be picking him up in about 25 minutes and I'm definitely more than 25 minutes away from picking him up. Oh well, as I say, it definitely wasn't planned. I didn't plan on coming for a ride today. You know, when you just think, do you know what, stuff it, I'm gonna go. And that's what we did. Throughout the week we'll come down here and have a trot and a canter up and stuff like that, but as I say, yeah, my girth's at the top and I'm a bit slippy. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, I always think with horses, they don't get a say in where they're going, you know, where the new home is. And do you know what? It's actually really sad that is, because imagine that somebody was choosing your life partner and going to choose where you live and you have no say in it, and choose your job. At the end of the day, that's what happens with horses. That's what we do with the horses. We choose who's going to be their family. We choose where they're going to live and we choose what their job is. And that's a shame, because if you choose the wrong partner, the wrong home and the wrong job, the horse is not going to be happy. And how, you know, we know as humans, if you're living a life you're not happy with, you're not completely yourself and you're not living your best life and not getting the best out of yourself. And you've got to think, I know that's a bit far-fetched because we're humans and, you know, and these are horses, but they're alive, you know, they're a living creature. So I just really think that that makes a difference. You know, if I was to go and sell him to be an eventer, he's going to have a hard time, isn't he? He's going to have a hard time. He ain't going to be overly happy. And I don't think his new life partner would be overly happy either, you know? So why not choose the home that you think that the horses would want? And, you know, it's your responsibility to be that voice for your horse. And, you know, I know obviously he's come to us for us to home him. I get that, you know, but I still have a responsibility to him and his owner, who obviously, you know, his owner that was just, she's really sad to see him go, because he's just a sweet boy and he just does everything he's supposed to, you know, and he is just that sweet lad. And so I definitely said that home would be absolutely the most important. Oh, look what you've done to your hair now. Oh, hang on. There we go. I definitely said that home would be important. And you know what? depending on how much we do this week, predominantly be hacking. We might do a bit in the field if we can get in there, but if not, it'll be all the hacking that we do. And that's the home that I'll want for him, because just look what a good boy he is and how happy he is doing this. He's just loving it. Such a good boy. And like I say, I'm so pleased that I decided to come for a hack. I mean, I am waffling on. It's as if when I'm doing these videos, it's as if I'm actually talking to somebody. But I'm just hoping that you find this helpful, because, you know, I do appreciate sort of lots of little clips from the ground and the horses doing everything is what is helpful as well. But to me, videos like this, I think if I was looking for a horse, would be so important, because, you know, it's as if you're out on a ride. You're probably not going to go and see the horse and do this on them. I mean, I know you can, but times have just changed, and it's not really like it used to be. You know, you used to go and see a horse and maybe see them a few times and take them for a hack and everything. It just doesn't even work that way now. And, you know, the reason being is obviously because of technology, and you can do so much footage, and, you know, you can kind of see that. So to me, doing this really helps. And it's not as if you're seeing a horse now hacking out in their own surroundings that have been here for years, and you don't know what they're going to be like once you take them out of this surroundings. You don't know what they're going to do. Well, absolutely you do here, because this is him out of his surroundings. This is him. He's never been here before. And I don't know if you can notice the whole of the video of my reins. I'm literally still just piloting. I am just piloting him. He knows his job. He really does know his job. You can tell as soon as you sit on one, you just know. And he feels so confident and just happy doing this. This is clearly a job he's made to do. And how, you know, life is stressful, isn't it? Life is so stressful. Just seems to be, stress in every direction. So you definitely don't want to spend all this money that it costs to have a horse for them to just be another stress on your life. Because they just, you know, as I say, life is just very stressful. And horses can really add to that. Horses sometimes can be the most non-rewarding hobby, lifestyle. It costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of time. It's not a hobby, is it? It's a lifestyle. It takes up your time. It takes you away from, you know, your family time sometimes. It takes you away from the jobs you're supposed to be doing in the house. You know, if you've been working and you're riding and you really don't want to do the housework as well, it takes you away from a lot of things in life, and you have to pay for the privilege of it. You definitely don't want something that's just going to cause you stress. And listen, I know sometimes that's unavoidable. However, you don't want to start with something that's going to be stressful. So I would definitely say Mr. Marley here is not going to add to your stress. He is going to de-stress. He is going to be your therapy, and he's just going to be your kind of time out from life. Like when I'm hacking down here, I just literally feel like it's time out, and I'm just away from the hustle and bustle of life. Right guys, I'll catch you in a minute. Right, so we're on our way back. And yeah, told Kyle that we're definitely going to be late. He just said, I thought you weren't riding. Anyway, I'm literally so tempted to have a trot and canter here. I mean, Marley's quite happy just sauntering along. But let's just have a little trot anyway. I'll just sit in trot so I don't slide over. Good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. This is sitting trot. Oh, I'm wobbling. I'm literally wobbling everywhere. He must think he's got a complete novice on him. Yeah, I definitely can't canter in this saddle. I will 100% be round his belly. Definitely a different choice of saddle next time. But sitting trot. Ooh, be helpful if we don't fall over. Come on, let's go. He just goes when you ask him. Just look at him. He's so comfortable. Honestly, he's such a good boy. I can't tell you what a pleasure he is to ride. Oh boy, it just went into rising, but no, that's definitely wobblier. No, we're not stopping for a poo. Let's go again. Good boy. Oh, he's super lovely, guys. Super nice. He's a treat to ride. He's an absolute treat. Good boy. Good boy. Oh yeah, he's lovely. He's really nice to sit on. You're a good boy. And look, he just takes you. Just literally takes you. Right guys, I shall see you a little bit further on. You're a good boy, aren't you, mate? You're a good boy, Marley. So yeah, sorry we're not doing any exciting things, guys, but this is actually... Come on, walk on. The baby cows have just come behind the bush. There, look. You're a good boy. I mean, this hacking is just lovely on a Sunday, but we do actually see quite a lot when we're out sort of throughout the week and on the different routes. So obviously we'll be doing those. And as I say, it's probably not been anything exciting to see, but you know, in a way it is, because you're actually seeing a horse that's just arrived. I've virtually taken you on the ride with me. You can see for yourself what I'm doing on him, and that is just not a great deal. If you can see how the saddle is perched, actually. Yeah. I need a different saddle, a different number, and a different girth. He doesn't need a martingale on either, guys. It was just literally the bridle that was outside of his stable. So I just picked up that. He doesn't need a martingale. Obviously, he doesn't toss his head up or anything like that, unless you guys want a neck strap. But he's got plenty of mane for that job. There's nothing wrong with grabbing a bit of mane or a neck strap. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. I've done it many times. Come on. Many times I've done that. So yeah, I always think they look nicer when they've got a martingale on, nice on the photos and things, but yeah, he doesn't need one. So with or without that, he's fine. And as I say, you know, he's definitely good to hack alone. That's like a massive tick, like tick, tick. In fact, like tick, 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 tick. He's been not 1 ounce, not even one stride out of line. He's not even breathed in the wrong direction. He's been fantastic. I'm really pleased I did it. And you know what, like I say, it'll probably take me as long to sit and write his info. I may as well just ride him and show you. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And you know, if I do finish what I'm doing tomorrow early enough and I get time to come and ride and stuff, I will. But if not, the next videos are going to be Tuesday. Oh babe. But I would genuinely say that if you're looking for this type of cob, honestly, I wouldn't hesitate, because good boy, wait, good boy, just look at him. You are a good boy. Okay then, come on, let's walk on. He's bloody brilliant. He's so obedient. Sometimes you can get these cobs that have like a bit of a cobby attitude. He's just lovely. Like I say, when I was grooming him in the stable, he'd come to me and just say, I'd like a little bit longer, please. I'd like a little bit more. But you can see he's got full mane. full tail. He has rubbed his shoulder a bit here, I don't know if you can see. He has been a little bit itchy there, but he's been living sort of where all the trees and flies, and he's had barbed wire in his paddock as well. So, but other than that, he's oh yeah, he's got that funny hairdo again. What have you done? What have you done? But as I say, I'm going to give him a really good bath tomorrow. I was going to do it when I get back, but yeah, I will definitely be even later for Kyle. So if you can see that he's quite greasy, needs a nice good bath. I'll give him a bath and give him a condition and make him look even more handsome than he is. Some of them, I mean, listen, I wouldn't buy them if I didn't like them, obviously, you know, but, you know, it's just normal to like some more than others. Are you going to look where you're going, mate, instead of nosing up there? He's having a nosy, just oblivious to, he's just a cool dude, this horse. But as I say, there's some that you just tend to take a liking to more than others. I would say he's that one. I liked him before I rode him, but I love him now I've ridden him. Like, love him. I mean, I love it when transporters call me and say that they've loaded perfect and they're travelling great and haven't heard a peep out of them. I mean, that is just like a relief, you know? But once they get here and then they ride like this, he just does my job for me. Literally just does my job for me. But honestly, as I was saying, if you can find, if he's anything like what you're looking for, I honestly wouldn't hesitate, because you would really kick yourself. You'd be travelling up and down the country and searching, scrolling through the internet and doing everything else to find something that's as good as him. And you know, as always, we do our horses at the most affordable budgets as possible. I really do myself out of it doing that, because it's just a struggle all the time. It's a struggle. So watch this now, and stand. You're a good boy. Oh, this car's coming up here, so we'll let the car go. Okay, there we go. You're a good boy. I just lost what I was saying. Yeah, it's just a struggle, guys. It is a struggle to make ends meet and to find these horses for you guys and everything else, but I just find the current market just ludicrous. I'll be totally honest, I do. And I just find it like, you know, not saying anybody is getting rich, is only whinnying because there's a little, can you hear it? Little horse neighing to them there. I think the horse is neighing because their owners have pulled up, and he's like, oh, hello. But yeah, it's just hard. It's hard to find them at this price, and I just can't comprehend getting my head round asking all that money for these cobs. Like I say, one day it might come that I can't do anything about that, but honestly, until that day, I'd just grab them where you can. I really would. Honestly, I would. Yeah, good boy. Right, so that's our little hack almost done. Oh, here a nose Parker. So yeah, feel free to drop me a message if I've not covered everything. Just feel free to ask questions. Obviously we will do much more with him throughout the week, but honestly I would just literally be very careful, be mindful that you don't miss him. I would say his riding, his temperament, his handling is absolutely spot on, like spot on. So yeah guys, drop us a message and thanks for watching.